Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Hello fellow writers. I can't even remember the intro. Anyways, today I'm going to work on my sci-fi spy novel. I'm also going to run some errands, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping to finish a chapter today for this perspective, and if I can do that, I will feel very accomplished. So I'm gonna take y'all along with me. A few magazines, well, more than this, but one of these magazines is dented. It's the second to last one. So I put this stack of library books and my Bible on there to flatten it. Hopefully it works. I think it will. It'll be fine. I'm also donating these. So today I'm going to be talking about the research that I've been doing for my sci-fi spy novel. And I've thought of a new name that I think is a lot more fitting for the direction that I'm going in, and I really like the name. But now I'm trying to make sure that the plot fits my idea or reasoning behind the name, because I like that. So in this sci-fi novel, there's some clinical trials going on, which I don't know if I'll keep, but the research is on genes, not genes that you wear in your pants, but genes in your body. And so basically the first idea I had was that there was this drug that they were testing, and some participants had different reaction to the drug, and that made them like a scientific, what is the word, not mystery, like a something special. And the people doing the research were like, oh my gosh, what made these people have this sort of reaction to this drug that they're testing? And I was trying to think, okay, what would be the drug, and also what would be the reaction? What is the focus behind the research and the study? So then I started out with reading The Gene by Siddhartha Mukherjee. I hope I didn't butcher the name too much. And at first I thought stem cell research. To be honest, I thought stem cells were only found in the embryo, because that's the only context that I've heard stem cells in, but apparently adults have stem cells in other parts of their body. They're just a different type. We might get into that. Anyways, I started out with stem cell research. Maybe that's the type of research they're doing, or while they're doing the clinical trials for this drug, maybe they realized something, I don't know, about stem cells. But then I started thinking about, okay, why would anyone be interested in this? Like, what is the goal? And I think that's what is so amazing when it comes to being a writer and writing a novel, especially on topics you have no clue on. You get to do research, you get to learn about things that you probably didn't learn in school, and things that you wouldn't have encountered or learned about in any other context. And that is why I love writing, because it gives me the opportunity to just read about random things, and I'm learning so much. Like what I learned about the stem cells, there's just so much to learn of this world. And so when it comes to this novel specifically, I really want to push the limits of my mind in terms of creativity and just learning more about different scientific theories and studies that are out there, and see, okay, if this story is set 50 years in the future, how would this research evolve? What new research might come out of it? And it's been an amazing opportunity because I get to go to the library and just read, which I love to do. But this book is really good, and I never would have picked up this book on my own and just read it. I wouldn't. But even reading it, it's like a regular novel in a sense, and it's really interesting. Then I started learning about genes or genetic mutations that may cause different types of diseases or mental illnesses, which, I didn't know much about. And then I'm just trying to figure out how to put all of this in the story. I want there to be an interesting, research going on in the study, and something that's also realistic. I think that's my thing, is I want it to be as close to reality as possible, because this is real research. It just is. Like, this book is a little older. It was published in 2015, so the research comes up to 2015. This is just the drug guide for mental health professionals. This was for something else, thinking of the types of reactions that the participants might have to the drugs. And I haven't really started on this. But I'm probably about a third of the way into my first draft. I wasn't going to worry too much about all of this. I was just going to write. However, the more that I wrote, the more that I thought of what is the research, what is the objective behind the research as well. Why are these people sought after? What's so amazing about them? What was the scientific discovery, Because that is also what is going to drive the plot, okay? Already, by doing this research, I've changed some aspects of the plot a bit, because I'm like, wait a minute, if I'm going to go this route, then the way that I'm thinking of writing it has to change. The backstory needs to change, So I'm glad that I stopped where I am to kind of think of this aspect first. But now I'm so deep in it. And I still haven't figured out exactly what the reaction, I have vague ideas of what the reaction is and then what the research is. And then I don't know if it will be like they're creating a drug anymore. It might just be a research study on genes or types of genetic diseases, and that's how they discover these things in the participants. I think I'm gonna go that route and try to reconnect it to something that happened in the past. That's now my direction. I think I'm gonna go with that. So if I didn't stop where I was in the draft and do my research a little more, I wouldn't have thought of this. I would have had to start all over in the second draft, like I did for my story, my fantasy story, LKZ. But yeah, like I said, I have vague ideas on the reaction because of something I read in here about bacteria and their defense against like viruses, and then a vague idea of the research. Yes. I don't want to say too much, but I'm reading more because as I read, it's giving me more ideas. It's giving me like the outline, and then I'm hoping to fill it in more. It is a bit discouraging because I just want to write. I just want to write, but I need to figure this out, and it's not happening as quick as I wanted to, but I just have to be patient. Dig into these books and allow the ideas to emerge. But that's what I'm doing now, and I've been foregoing the computer and typing for my lovely notebook, and I've been writing down my ideas here and some notes here, which has been very freeing. I use the computer because it's easy to edit and move things around and also put things, like organize them in my Milanote. But sometimes I miss the feeling of holding a pencil or a pen and just writing, just writing that act. That's what I did when I was younger. I had notebooks that I would write. I also had my computer that I would type, but I still had notebooks that I would just write in. And I know it's difficulty for me because I end up having to cross out a lot of stuff, and that's really annoying. And again, it is easier on the computer to kind of fix those things, but getting back to my roots. And also I need to make use of my notebooks, like, come on. But that's so far what I'm thinking. Just trying to figure out the research element, because that's a huge plot point. And I am exploring the idea of talking more about the science aspect, maybe being vague in some parts that I, don't have enough information on. But that's what I'm working on right now. So not much writing, just a lot of thinking, reading, writing, notes, ideas, and then seeing what will come from it. So I hope to share that with you all soon when I make a breakthrough. Maybe that'll happen today, I don't know. I hope you're doing well in your own writing projects. If you're doing research as well, or you have any comments about doing research, please let me know how you do it. Maybe you can give me some tips as well. I think I just thought of something for the research. I don't want to say it, but in case it actually doesn't work out, but I think I might have figured out a connection and like what the research is about and the background of it, and why this big corporation is so interested in the research. But like I could see how it, this particular research would intrigue the corporation and the rest of society. But now I have to figure out whether it's actually realistic, the experiment that they're trying to do. I have to figure out if that's something that's actually like viable. If it is in some way, then I just got my idea. And then now I have to figure out how the corporation profit from that in a way. But baby steps, right? I'm almost there.